for our first scrub, we will need 1 package of this Fruit Crisps freeze-dried strawberries from the Dollar Tree. Some coconut flakes, also purchased from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using a 1/2 cup. You will also need 1 cup of this Morena pure cane sugar that I purchased also from the Dollar Tree. You will need 1 cup of coconut oil. I purchased this for $12 at Big Lots, and this is a ginormous jar. I'm going to mix the coconut flakes with the freeze-dried flakes in there. And this is about maybe a 1/2 cup. That's all that was in that bag. And I'm going to use it all. Okay. Okay, now this, I don't know if you can see that. They're still coconut flakes, but the strawberries are really, really nice and chopped. That's what's going to give your body scrub that fragrance, okay? The pieces of coconut that did not get really, really, really chopped up, that and the sugar is going to exfoliate your body. But this is what I have, okay? Taking my empty container, I'm pouring this in here. This smells so good, like coconut and strawberries. Can you imagine that? Coconuts and strawberries. I'm going to mix this in here. I have this little plastic spoon that I use to do this. And I'm using a regular spoon. 1, 2. I love coconut. So this is what I have. And I am mixing it. See how the coconut oil is making it get liquidy? At this point, once you scrape the sides, okay? Once you scrape the sides over here, and you make sure that all the dry ingredients are well mixed. You can store this in the refrigerator, but it, like I kept that it is, it looks pinkish because of the strawberries. And this is the old scrub. It looks more like brown sugar, but this is my last batch. And on this one, I did add a little bit of my body oil. This is the one that I just made. This is the store-bought one that I usually purchase from, and that's the consistency that I made. Now this is the one with all the natural ingredients. This is the strawberry coconut sugar scrub that I just made. See how pretty? And when you open it up, it smells so good. And like I said, once you have it, you could put it in the refrigerator for longer endurance. And if you don't, if it changes color to look like brown, see, this is the difference. This is the brown down there. That's the little bit that I have left from the previous one. And this is the new one on the spoon. So if it changes color, that's okay. For this one, you're going to need some coconut oil, some coffee grinds, and I'm using ones that I haven't already, sugar. Okay, now I purchased the sugar from the Dollar Tree. One third cup here, and not waste any. Okay. I'm wasting coffee. okay? And because this is the coffee that I drink, I'm not gonna put any more in there. This is what I make my bulletproof coffee with. In this thing, maybe we're gonna need more sugar. For your legs and thighs, it helps the appearance of cellulite. And ladies, there's nothing wrong with having cellulite. It happens. It's air pockets in your skin, and if anyone makes you feel like you're lesser than because you have those, then you know what, you don't need to be with that person. Hot over here. So 1 and 2, and I'm gonna have to do this in slowly but surely. I'm going to close it up and shake it again, stir it. Trying to stay focused in the camera. Remember, this is coffee, so you may want to rinse your tub after using it. And this is like a treat that you give your legs. What we have, and this is what this scrub looks like. Now it has the sugar, it has the coconut. Leave it in the fridge because it has coffee, and coffee sometimes without the coconut oil, it tends to get moldy if it's been wet, okay? So I don't know why, and I haven't searched that. But anyway, this is also a glass jar. It's best if you do it in a plastic jar, because if this slips from your hands, it could fall in the tub and you have shattered glass all over the tub. You don't want that lid on it. So you could put it in the fridge and save it. If you live with husband, children, make sure you label it body scrub so they don't think it's some kind of something that they could eat. For this one, we're using Vicks Vapor Rub, and this is something that I do nightly. And this is how I take care of my feet. And once you get to be older, you start to appreciate the fact that you have certain body parts and you should take care of them. So let's get this one started. What I do with this is I make a mixture. It's like kind of brownish in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's brownish because it's only a little bit that I'm going to use, and maybe like a tablespoon. I take a tablespoon of that. I take a tablespoon of the olive oil. But the little tiny measuring spoon of I take like 2 tablespoons of this and the Vicks Vapor Rub, and I put it all in there. I put it in the microwave. I let it melt, okay? And then what I do at night is I dip one of these in there, and this is what it looks like. It looks kind of yellowish. But the reason I heat it up in the microwave is because of the cinnamon. Now these are the 2 toenails with the ingrown toenail right there. See right there? And I just take this and I rub it around there. And this is the one toenail that doesn't grow attached to the skin right there. It fell off. Now I do this. And these are the 2 other toenails that are affected, that don't grow. They grow from here, but then up here they start growing unattached to the skin. All the other ones are fine, but this is what I do every night. And I just work that in there. And then what I do is I go in and I rub it in. And I keep them down. I keep them cut very low, and I just cut them straight across because that's the best way for ingrown toenails to keep them under control. This one right here, see how it just, if I go from the top you can see, but the Vicks Vapor Rub helps it from like being like inside my skin, and that hurts. so I keep track of my health. Now remember, that is Vicks Vapor Rub, some Neosporin antibacterial, some cinnamon, some olive oil, and some coconut oil. Now I buy this from the Dollar Tree, the clear miracle nail. Now they don't always have it, but you can buy it at Sally's too. It's not gonna cost $1 at Sally's. But what I do is I buy it, I bring it home, then I take some garlic cloves and I mince them on a cutting board. I chop them up really, really thin, and I put it in there and I shake it and I let this sit. When I first put the garlic in there, I let it sit for a couple of days so it could cure, and then I go outside or in a well-ventilated room. You don't have to, but I do because the garlic smell will linger. So then I polish my nails, and I also push back on my cuticle, and that helps the nails grow. I have very thin nails, and that nail polish right there, isn't it pretty? I got that from the Dollar Tree too. And besides those things, I also buy this from the Dollar Tree, and it's vitamin E capsules. Now these, come on. Okay, this is what they look like, right? And what I do is I puncture a little hole on the top. It looks like a little egg, and I puncture a little hole on the top, and I'm going to show you what I do. So I go here with some scissors, and that's it right there. I cut a little tiny bit. I don't know if you saw that. And then I squeeze. It's a thick liquid, you see? Then I go here, you see that? And I put it in the cuticle. And this one capsule is enough for all 10 nails. Okay? And there's still some in there. Okay? I'm gonna put that to the side. Then what I do is I go here and I rub this on my cuticle. I also push the cuticle back. I just rub it in there. If anything, I know that you'll be in love with that strawberry coconut sugar scrub. And I will be seeing you in my next DIY, which I am going to record now. Have a blessed one, guys. Bye.